Hello, everybody. I'm letting you look at my Christmas tree while I get my last minute things together. How is everybody? I am so glad to be here. It's been one of those days where I can't seem to get it together. But I'm here, and I guess that's what counts. So, hello. See my cute little Christmas tree? So, hello, everybody. It is so good to see you. So, I wanted to wear this today for you, but I have a very big head, and it doesn't fit very good. Hello, everybody. It is so good to see you. I'll see how long it stays. Usually it just pops right back off. So, hi, everybody. Let me see. Oh, Nadine is here. So good to see our Nadine. Yeah, see, I will make myself look stupid for y'all because if it makes you smile, I'm happy to do it. So, hello, everybody. There is our Nikki. And did I hear that Linda has shingles? Let me tell you, I've had shingles. It's not fun. It is not fun at all. So, I am so sorry, Linda, that you have shingles. It matters, too, where you have it. Did you have it on your face? Or your the trunk of your body, on your back or on your side. My son had it on the trunk of his body. I had mine right across, started at my upper eyelid and went up into my hair. That was not fun. But anyway, so now you can tell my favorite character on The Grinch is Cindy Lou Who. So I'm trying to be Cindy Lou Who. So, but I'm sorry for Linda. I tell you what, it's not fun. I hope she needs to get into a doctor immediately and get an antiviral. And that will help shorten the bout. It'll lessen the pain. And it will help prevent nerve damage because shingles can damage your nerves. Oh, yes. Pardon me. Got a little bit of a runny nose. It's a little chilly down here, but I had the heater on, and then the heater got hot. So there you are. Oh, it's on your back and under your right arm. Okay. Oh, no, not the site of the cancer surgery. That would be extra sensitive. Well, if you can't get into the doctor right away, consider going to an urgent care. The sooner you get on an antiviral, I went to my doctor before she could even see it because I could feel it on my eyebrow. I could just feel it. And somehow I just knew it was, somehow I just knew that it was shingles. And I went on an antiviral and it really helped prevent nerve pain because you don't want nerve pain on top of that terrible site, which is already sensitive enough. So I'm so sorry you have it. It is very painful. Just please eat well, take it easy, let yourself rest, let your body and the antiviral help you. So if this is a good thing to talk about, I'm glad you are going to go see your doctor tomorrow. This is a good thing to talk about because if you're 60 and above, get a shingle shot. Comes in a series of 2. But let me tell you what, Linda will be sharing with you the next couple weeks that shingles is no fun. It's very, very hard. I looked like I had been in a boxing match and I lost terribly. Luckily, I had to go to an eye specialist, but it wasn't on my cornea. It started at the eyelid and went up, but my eye totally swelled up and it was just awful up into my hairline. So I'm really sorry for Linda. I wish that somehow I could help you, take care of you through this because it is not fun try not to wear much clothing that rubs that area because it feels like it's on fire. So do me a favor, all of you. Everybody, if you haven't had your shingles shot vaccination and you're 60 and older, check your insurance. It should cover it. Please get it. Please get it. I tell you what, soon as Mark was eligible, he went and got his. After watching what I went through, he was like, I don't want that. So please, guys, get the shingles taken care of. And as soon as you get a call to get your COVID virus vaccination, go get that too. I can't wait. I tell you what, there have been just so few of any kind of ill effect from it. It's unbelievable. I was watching Sanjay Gupta. They had a wonderful special on CNN with the Muppets, and it was a special for all of us, the ABCs of COVID. And he said he was all ready for the shot to happen, and they said, "You're done." He was like, "You're done?" He didn't realize he had been given the shot. So we can do this, everybody. We can do it. Please get this vaccination. Please do not even hesitate. All of the first responders in the medical field are getting it first. So they will tell you if there was a problem. I'm going to get mine as soon as I can, because the sooner, when we get to the point where 80% of us are vaccinated, then we'll be able to take a sigh of relief. Okay, everybody, let's do this. So, hello and Merry Christmas. I can't wait to see all who's here. I think I'm going to have to take off my Cindy Lou Who soon because it's starting to get on my nerves. And you remember, Cindy Lou Who was all but 2. Yes. I love The Grinch Stole Christmas. It's my very favorite. All right. So Susan Smith, of course, was our first one there. Thank you, Miss Susan. Thank you for holding down the fort while I tried to get ready. I was working on this Christmas tree quilt, which I really love, but I got hung up in it. Okay. Y'all know that I have a little problem with concentration. Well, I also have the opposite problem. When I get in, I get blinders on and I'm focused, I have a hard time stopping. And I should have realized that this was not working. My outer border, I didn't have enough fabric and I kept trying to make it work. Finally, I had to stop. And by that time it was 2:55 and I didn't have my face on. I didn't have my pretty Christmas blouse on. So, yes, Deb, when she gets hyper-focused, the house could burn down. I wouldn't know. But anyway, I'll show you more about this in a bit. And I wanted to bring down my cute little, found it on eBay for $9.99 Christmas tree. And it had lights with it that are right here. But I took them off and changed them for a different light. I'll show you why. Do you see what they're doing? They twinkle and you can't make them not twinkle. And I don't like that. So I took them off and put one of the other little micro mini sets I had. Okay, now, so Susan was here first. Marcia, hello, Marcia. Let me see. And I'm just so sorry about Linda. Nikki is with us again. How wonderful is that? And let's see who else. I can't believe we're just a few days from Christmas. Okay. It is so good. In fact, we have 19 in the house right now. That's pretty good for so close to Christmas. And then Nadine, our wonderful, Sonia's here. Hi, Sonia. When this COVID's over, I'm going to go meet Sonia. She's not that far away. I'm going to find her. So, and Nadine is here. Yay, Nadine. We haven't had any snow, but boy, the Northeast did. And I've threatened for quite a while to move to Canada. And we're watching Schitt's Creek, that show on Netflix, which is so funny, by Eugene and Daniel Levy. It is so funny. And I'm like, those people are so sweet. I'm moving to Canada. So Mark last night brought up a few YouTube videos of Toronto and Eastern Canada with the snowstorm that went through. Made me think twice, let me tell you. So Nadine, I am so impressed with your parents' quilt. The curve piecing you did is immaculate. It's beautiful. Very impressed. And she did it without a pattern. She just saw it and she said, "Oh, I love that quilt. I'm going to make one just like it. It's so pretty." So I hope I've said hello to everyone who has signed in. Vicki Robles is here. It is so good to see all of you. And Merry almost Christmas. There's Teresa Louise. Hi, sweetie. It is so good to see you. It's a good thing I scroll down because Pat is here. Hi, Pat. And, yes, when you stayed naked when you had the shingles, because anything touching it, your nerves are just inflamed, you know? So Jody is here. Hello, Jody. Gosh, it's good to see you. Oh, Akko showed a video of Jason shoveling about 3 feet of snow. And, remember, Akko is she in New Hampshire? She's way up there. They have animals, farm animals. They have to be able to get out to feed the farm animals a couple times a day, probably. So no matter how tall the snow piles up, they have to get through it. New Hampshire, yes. So, bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. So, I've got a lot to show you. And, I forgot to bring it down. I kept thinking there was something I forgot. I was up until 4:30 this morning. I got into I had so much I wanted to do and show you, and I went into one of these moods where I kind of do the zombie thing. And I thought I was working ahead. I got my minutes ready for today's meeting, my agenda, and I thought I got all of your photos lined up and ready to go. I thought I was doing so good. Well, then I had a hard time getting to sleep at all. And then by 9:30, my eyes were wide open. That's not enough sleep for a girl, you know? So anyway, Bonnie sent me the cutest Christmas ornament that is a pink flamingo. I promise to show you. I promise to show you next Sunday. If you could see upstairs in my house, it's mostly decorated, but there's still things that aren't quite tweaked. And so the place looks like a bomb exploded. And I had hoped to get a little video made of our Christmas decorations. Didn't have time today, but I'll do it for next Sunday. And yes, I will be here next Sunday. I don't know how many of you are like me, and I can't be with my kids and grandkids, and that makes me very sad. But if I can be with you, that will make me happy. So if you have things that you've got planned and company or whatever like that, my saying is always family comes first. But if you are like me and we're kind of just sitting here and going, okay, I've sung all the Christmas carols by myself. I cooked a ham for myself. I have watched every favorite Christmas movie or show by myself. And you would like to spend some time chatting, that's what we're going to do next Sunday. So I'll be here regular day, regular time. So, and I am going to do a little bit of baking. So I might show you a couple of the things I make. But I'm just going to do a little bit because, I still got to get this excess weight off. But you got to have Christmas. So anyway. So mostly I have decorated the house. Now I'm going to ask you guys, you finished sewing for Christmas. Wonderful. Yep, I will see y'all 2 days after Christmas next Sunday. It'll be the day after Boxing Day. So all of you Canadians and English people, you can have your Boxing Day, and then I'll be here on Sunday. So anyway, but I watched White Christmas. I never really had watched the whole White Christmas, so I found it interesting. Very cute. So I got the Christmas tree. I've got all the lights on it, but I haven't put the balls on because I'm having a hard time with my light sets. Some of them aren't fully working. I need to get all new lights for next year. And but anyway, but the garland is up and the stockings are up. And oh, I can't wait to show you what Mark did for the fireplace. Since I have asthma, we don't burn real fire in the fireplace, but I did a really inexpensive pretend fire. And I will show you that next week. So be looking for that because he finished it for me yesterday and it's so exciting. All right. Now, let's see. I have done most of the cleaning of my room, and I wanted to tell you how many of us go, gosh, I really need to clean my sewing room, my studio, whatever your creative space is, but you just can't face it. And so I'm like that. I mean, I'm like, oh, I want it clean, and I'm thrilled when it's clean, but just I get down here, and it's overwhelming. Stuff everywhere. So back in the spring, I had started a video, which I never finished, so you haven't seen it. But I wanted to tell you, you clean your sewing room and your studio the same way you would eat a whale. I'm giving the elephants a break because everybody talks about eating an elephant. I'll say a whale. How do you eat a whale? You don't really eat a whale. But if you were to, you eat it one bite at a time. If you try to open your mouth wide enough to eat it, the whole whale at once, it wouldn't work. So one bite at a time. So this is what I do. I look at that mess and I decide I'm going to clean up one thing. And that's all I tell myself, I'm only going to clean up one thing. So I might say I'll clean up all fabrics that have blue in them. Or I might say, I'm going to clean up all my messy spools of thread that I have sitting around. I just pick one thing because one thing I can handle. It's looking at the whole thing that I can't handle. And I'm going to tell you, usually once I do that one thing, I want to do something else. So then I'll look around and go, okay, I'm going to pick up all the backing fabric, or I'm going to pick up all the batting scraps, or I'm going to clean up all the pattern stuff. I just keep picking one task at a time. And usually it's like inertia. An object in motion wants to stay in motion. If you can just get yourself to start that one thing and maybe that second thing, and before you know it, you will enjoy it. And when you get to the point where it's not fun, stop for the day, do something fun, give yourself a reward. Then the next day that you can, come down and do the same thing. I'm going to do one thing. And before you know it, you're going to have that room cleaned up. And sometimes it can be as simple as, okay, I know all my fabric goes in the closet, so I'm going to move all the fabric close to the closet. And then all my threads come over here behind my sewing machine. I'm going to move all the threads here. You just break it down into manageable steps, and I promise you, it will make it so easy. And you're going to chuckle when you find yourself with a clean room or continuing to want to finish that room. So I wanted to make sure you knew that. It all starts with a single step, the biggest journey or the biggest job. Okay, if it wasn't for COVID, I mean, wouldn't it be fun to clean our spaces together? I would love that, but we're stuck at home. All right, I want to remind you again that the time is coming up very soon for the Merry Mayhem mystery, and it's on New Year's Day. And I can't wait. And I'm really embarrassed to tell you, I haven't even chosen my fabrics yet. I hope I have enough. And but she gives such good information. And I just wanted to let you know, go to marymayhem.com. marymayhem.com. Sign up for a free newsletter, and the mystery is free. And I've already talked to Mark. I've got dinner planned for, well, actually, he planned it. He's going to do a big beef roast for New Year's Day. And I've told him I'm off the grid New Year's Day. I'm not going to answer a phone. I'm not going to put a dog out. I'm going to bring down my food, my snacks, chocolate, of course. And I'm going to set up. I'm going to have all the steps done before then, so I can, when 10 o'clock, the first clue comes out, boom, I'm off to sewing. I'm hoping that there is going to be, oh my gosh. I am so proud, Susan. That is amazing. Way to go, Rick. Rick lowered his A1C down so low, he's no longer diabetic. That is fantastic. Oh, Bonnie's here. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, my gosh. That is so wonderful. My doctor's been after me for ages to get it down, get it down. So it was at 12. Oh, dear heart. I'm so proud of him. I tell you what. Hi, sweetie. You give him the thumbs up from me. He is my hero, and he's going to be my inspiration. So anyway, so New Year's Day is my total day off. And I'm going to have everything clean and pretty and nice. And I don't know if there's going to be a chat. I'm going to check into it this week. But I'll probably have some Patsy Cline on my radio, on my CD player. And I'm going to have all my steps ready, and I'm going to enjoy it. During this COVID, we haven't been able to go to classes or retreats or symposiums. So I'm making my own right here. If they don't have, I would love it. Yes, I would love that. If we had a Jitsi or Zoom, whatever you want, on New Year's Day, and that way we can keep up with each other, see what's going on, and maybe if Linda feels better, she'll come on and talk to us a little bit about her slow stitching. But we're going to take good care of Linda, because it's going to take her a month or two before she really is over the shingles. So get your shots out there, people. I have my lights on, but you can't really see them. You can't see them because of all the light that's on. I was going to try to show you. So I'm going to turn them off and save the battery, because I get real excited about this kind of stuff. And I want to wear it Christmas Day too. So anyway, oh, and I wanted to show you my joy banner on top of the Christmas quilt. Back in the day, I was talented. I'm old now. But anyway, I made that when I was 40. No pattern, nothing. Just sat down and made it. It was back during the time that we did, like early 90s, and we were making all those nylon flags. But I pulled that out and went, I was good then. But I love that joy banner. Normally I hang it out on the front porch, but I wanted to bring it down and show you guys. So, but don't forget, Mary Mayhem has a mystery. New Year's Day, free. You just go to marymayhem.com, sign up for a newsletter, and you're ready to go. And shop your stash. Or if money's not an issue, buy some. Okay. So I've got really good news. I got the packages out that I've been panicking about. I told Mark, ever since I had that surgery, and it's I don't think it's just the surgery. I think it was the anesthesia because I was under for a long time, twice as long as they expected. I don't handle pressure, stress well. And so I tend to want to really shut down. And so this week I was like, I've got to get these packages out. I had dear Susan's package. I told her I was going to mail it a month ago. But I thought, I can't go to a post office. I can't take the chance. I don't know about y'all, but our county's out of control. And we have set records for the last several weeks. All month, we've set records for new cases and new deaths. So I thought, I've got to go online and figure out how to do this. You can do it. Oh, yes, Pat. Any kind of illness like that? Oh, my gosh. So, And very good with Rick. I was going to ask if he lost weight. People that, like me, that have tummy weight are really set up for diabetes. And if I can get some more tummy off, I can maybe be done with diabetes. I would like to be very much. But anyway, I got to work hard. That's what it takes. So I went on. If you are home and you need to mail something and you're afraid to go to a post office or you're just not able to, if you go to the United States Postal Service and look for easy package, easy delivery, something like that. But what I did is I told them what size the package. I estimated the weight, which I overestimated because I wanted to make sure it had enough postage. But I put the address in where it goes, blah, blah, blah. And then paid online with my card, my debit card. And then I was able to print out the mailing labels. That's what happens if you try to reverse the words. Mailing labels, put them on the packages, signed up for free for my mail carrier to pick them up during the next day's regular mail drop-off. Yay. Told them, had to write in he did it all on email, on internet, told him where I would have the packages stacked. And of course, gave him one of my little COVID gingerbread men as a thank you. So it was easy. I didn't have to see anybody, touch anything, go anywhere. Got all 3 packages, one for my daughter in Maryland, one for my son in Maryland, and got everything done. There were so many crafts I did this year. I had to have a list to make sure I had them all. So I got it done. And, Susan, you've been so sweet. I wish I could have been creative enough to put a little surprise in there for you, but I was just getting it done. So I didn't shut down and I got it done. So anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of things that, I got to show you something I bought this week. Well, actually, I bought it before this week, but I remember I showed you that a Downton Abbey quilt I did back in 2014, I think it was, back when Downton Abbey was all the craze. Well, ineedfabrics.com had the Downton Abbey fabric on sale for $2.99 a yard. So this is going to be the backing for that quilt. So I was able to get 6 yards of this, which I'll turn into the wide backing for $18. Hello. Very happy with my purchase. So I'll be able to get that quilt done. So glad. All right. Now, then, there was something else I wanted to show you from back here. All right. Okay. I think I told you I went to, you binge watched it. That's great. I don't think have I seen the movie? I told Mark the other day, I saw a trailer for a movie and it made me sad. I said, you know what? I haven't been to a movie in so long. I miss that. That was the thing I did just for me. So anyway, I talked to you about I went to a used bookseller because I was worried that my son didn't have I bought them so many books when they were little, and we had some family favorites, and I passed them down to each child so when they had their children, they would have the books. But I went to a used bookseller and I got these for $2, maybe $3 a piece. This was my daughter's, my second daughter, my daughter Katie. She's the one that lives on the little farm in Maryland on the Eastern Shore. This was her favorite book. And I was showing Mark last night that for her second or third birthday, I think it was her second birthday, I did a cake for her. And what I did is I did a sheet cake and I did the regular decorative icing, but I left the top like a canvas. No, I might not be able to find it. I should have marked the page. But not Hop on Pop. That's why I didn't. Not this one's my son liked this one. I'll show you my daughter's favorite. Good Night Moon. It's just such a sweet, tender little book. One of my favorites, Green Eggs and Ham. Love it, Sam I Am. Here's my daughter's favorite book, Go Dog Go. This was my Katie's favorite book. And let me see, now I'll know why I couldn't find that page to show you. But I will show you the page. I took a new paintbrush and a new fine little paintbrush and used food coloring and did these 2 pages on the birthday cake for my daughter. Love, love, love this book, Go Dog Go. And she loved the part. Do you like my hat? No, I do not. I mean, she's sassy. So I think, she was like, yeah, I don't have to just say I like something when I don't like it. Then I got, and all of these were just $2 or $3. Then I got my favorite book from when I was a child. Are You My Mother? Oh my gosh, I love this book. Love this book so much. That poor little bird wakes up and can't find. So these are from a used bookseller. They're in almost new condition. Of course, I came in and, they're in lovely condition. This one had a note from a grandma, and then I put my own note in it. And so this is it just got in yesterday. I'm going to wrap them all up so little hands can unwrap them. And then I'm going to get this in the mail tomorrow and use that same form of shipping. Just going to the post office and having them shipped out. So I thought you might get a kick. Do you remember? I love that. I love that book so much. Some of those were written in 1960, so I would have been 4 years old, and I loved them. All right, now I've got all kinds of things to show you. One of the things is, do you remember last week when I had just started taking felt, and you don't have to finish the edges of felt. So you take the felt, you cut out light bulb shape, you just sew it. I just use gray thread because guess what? It doesn't show. So you don't have to change. Because I made them in pink, green, blue, yellow, and red. And so I just used gray thread and sewed all of them. You don't have to finish the edges. And now I had one that here it is. I'm going to show you how, back up. I get so excited to show you these things. So after I sewed it together, I left the top open. Then I took a wooden skewer and took the flat end. And the key to stuffing these is to use a small, thin piece of stuffing. Okay? Use a small, thin piece, and then you just push it in until your light bulb is nice and plump. These sheets cost me 39 cents a piece. I had the stuffing was from quilts that I made before. It was the batting scraps. That's all it was. And so I stuffed them when I watched TV last night. In fact, every time I look at these balls, or ornaments, I'll think of Schitt's Creek. And then you take whatever color you want to be the top of the bulb, you fold it and sew it. And let me show you real quick how. So you sew the bulb, and I just did assembly line sewing the bulb. Then you stuffed it. Now watch how we finish it. Okay, let me bring this down here. All right. I'm going to take this pin out because I can't promise you that I won't hit that pin with my sewing machine and break a gear. All right, so I'm going to leave along the top open. So I'm going to put it in here, start sewing 1/4 inch down, go down across the bottom and back up and stop at 1/4 inch from the top. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to push it past the needle, past that first 1/4 inch. Then, and I'm going to make sure that I've dropped my stitch length to 1.8 or 1.9. Okay. All right. So I sew to here. And I want my needle down. All right. Then I'm going to pick up the presser foot just a little, turn it in place, and sew across here. This is, just wrapped over the edge, so it's a double layer. Then I love that needle down because it makes it so easy. So then I'm going to sew up and stop 1/4 inch from the edge. All right. Now cut my thread. All right. So here is the finished bulb. And barely caught that there. So just make sure when you fold it in half good enough so that when you stitch around, you've got it. All right. Now I'm going to show you. This was the easiest of any project that I have done in years. And I want to thank the Craftsy people. I'm so glad they're back. And I wanted to thank them I'm a member of Craftsy, and I got to watch the gal make these. And it's a cutie pie idea. So they have specials on Craftsy you can join for very little bit of money. Mine was maybe $7.50 to join. And this is getting ready to pop off my head. So bye, Cindy Lou Who. So anyway, so now I've got this top unsewn. So let me put this back over here and I'll get to show you what I am doing. Okay. How does it get so messy just going from upstairs to downstairs? All right. This yarn is everywhere. I was trying to think, I want to put all of these on some kind of cording, roping, whatever. How do I do this? So I went through my yarn drawer because I have a yarn drawer from my wonderful sister-in-law and her friends who gave me bits and pieces that they didn't want. So in a lot of cases, skeins of yarn because they're knitters. And I use it for my art quilt. So I said, let me go in there and see if I can find, you know what? Only Deb has so much fun trying to show you something she made. But let me get this. This is what happens when you're in a hurry and you pick it up and it's not quite picked up neat and tidy. Okay. One. Anyway, I miss going to the movies. I can't wait for all of us to get our vaccines, and then we can start doing fun things again. All righty. I think I've just about got it. Let me roll up this yarn so this doesn't happen again. All right. What I did is I took one of my skewers because I was thinking, I don't have a big needle. If you had a big plastic needle like you would use on canvas needlepoint, I just taped mine on a half of a skewer and whoops. Okay, almost there. I thought I had it, but it was a little twisted. Okay. All right. So I promise you I'm going to get this. All righty. This is what happens when you don't have enough sleep, I'm sure. Okay. Yay. So this tells me I'm going to have to be really careful when I store this. Maybe this is something that would benefit from being wrapped around a cardboard. And here it is. Yay. But do you see? Here are my bulbs. Now I've got to decide. Right now, I just wanted to string them on. So I don't have there's no way for them to stay evenly spaced. I thought, well, I could space them, then run a couple stitches. See, right now I can slide them anywhere along here. So, and I took my colors and I strung them and tried to decide what order. There are 5 colors. What order do I put them in? Finally came up with something because I don't like just willy-nilly. It's got to have a pattern for Deb. So as you see right now, yellow would be my next color. So I'm going to take a yellow one I made, and this shows how I did assembly line sewing of them. So you see how I've got that top open. So I take and run this skewer through the top. Oh, that's a cool idea. Thank you for that, Bonnie. And because putting a knot on it's not going to be big enough. But anyway, so then the next one will be a blue one. So let me find a blue one. I tried to get a turquoise, but that color of felt had sold out. And I didn't go to the store to, yellow, blue, pink. Let me do a pink one. But I didn't go to the store even to buy this felt. I did Michael's curbside pickup. So I didn't have to actually go in. So now I've got a pink one. And I run this through. Let me bring this down a little bit. So anyway, now you see how I string them. And I've got to decide, how long do I want to make this? Where am I going to put this garland? And I'll probably run it up maybe, I know what, in the living room where the TV is, where we watch TV. And I know Mark wouldn't want to put lights in that room, but this sure would make it happy. So I'll probably put it on that TV wall. So, hello, Robin. So here is a great little idea for you. maybe next year. So anyway, let me show you how many I have. I have all of these. I used 2 sheets of 5 different colors, and so far I used 2 sheets of gray for the bulb base. So it's that, all of this. Okay, so those 2 sheets each, you know, they're like what, 9 by 12, produced all of these bulbs. I need to string all of these bulbs, and then let me grab my bag that I stored in. But I'm going to finish stringing these and then find a happy place for them. But I'll be able to finish this afternoon and get it up tonight. But this was a great little sewing project that was inexpensive and easy and fun. All right. Hold on. I'm putting them all away because if I leave them out and get them messy, it'll just be a mess again. All right. So that was a lot of fun. That was a good project. All right. I'll show you this in just a moment. Oh, and also, if you want to, you can use these as tags on little ornaments on gifts. So if you don't want to make a big thing of garland, you can put to and from and write with a marker, or just put them on the package to look cute. So nice, cute, fun, easy project. No finish work involved. All right, now let me grab, I'm going to do a project with you, but before I do that, I want to show you some new things I've worked on this week. So while the heat gun, the hot glue gun, warms up, let me grab them. All right. Well, get my stick of glue, and here, okay. I never made an Etsy shop. I looked into it this week. Oh boy, was it going to be a lot of work to set up an Etsy shop. So if I will eventually set it up, and that way, if you see something that I've made that you'd really like, these will probably go for $5 plus shipping. I mean, I just love doing them. But let me show you what I've made. All right. This one, you know, at Lumiere, in the little sampler bottles I told you I love so much by Jacquard, I took a clear plastic ornament and made little like stripes. I would do one at a time so I could control how it looked. And I would put the little bottle and squirt in some, and then I would kind of lean this on its side and twist it and turn it and have the paint stripe down the side. And I did this a bunch of times, like about 8 stripes in this, and made them kind of go all natural squiggly. Then I let them dry. Now this is where, when you're doing these things, you might find, ooh, I didn't know that was going to happen. That's not what I was planning, but I like it. So what I did is, after it had dried overnight, I thought it had dried. Then I took and put white paint in it. Well, instead of staying those strict stripes, the white paint kind of dissolved the other paint. And so it got this kind of flow feeling. So I just sat there with my little paint, you know, that little bottle that I use that has the needle nose on the end of it. I just sat there and kind of just free-handed whatever I wanted And usually kind of the light areas, I did something around them, did dots, whatever. What fun. And this is also inexpensive. I had the paints already. The balls were from Michael's, a thing of 25 balls for $9.99. And then I have a white acrylic paint in those little bottles. So I've had a great time. Now, my best ones that I've done so far went out to my kids. But look at this one. I did the same technique with this one, but I used the metallic blue. And then, without having to make a plan, I just sat down and just whatever came to mind is what I did. So, and the dots are just something to fill in, but so fun. Oh, Diana, you're so sweet. Then last night I did something exciting because I have these, when I got my latest batch, I did a bunch more glitter balls. And that's where you put polyurethane in the ball, then let it drip out, then put your ultra fine glitter in it, let it dry. And I usually do a couple different colored glitters. And it's neat because whatever glitter you put in first goes to the bottom. Then you could put a different colored glitter in and you can have like an ombre effect. So this one was a midnight blue and a silver. Well, look what I did on this one. This one, whoops, I did birch trees and an evergreen tree and a cabin with smoke coming out and snow coming down, and then a big pine branches. So I'm so tickled. This is the first one I did that had multiple colors. So isn't this fun? And I love making them so much that that's why I want to get an Etsy or somehow sell them, just so it keeps me buying new ornaments and paints. And so what fun. Oh no, I was going to say $5, maybe $7 for something like this, maybe $7, but so anyway, here's one that's different. I tried a couple different colors of glitter and it came out unusual. Kind of reminded me of something underwater. So this one, I kind of did fish scales on it. And it's interesting. But, okay. Then, so I've gotten better and better at the dot painting. Because at the beginning, oh my gosh, it was kind of sad. But I've gotten better and better, guys. And none of these are perfect, but that just shows that I am improving. But isn't that sweet? And I just love it. And after I paint them, I seal them with that triple thick. Okay. Thank you for letting me show you all this. It's so much fun because this is what I do when I stay up too late at night. But here's another one of the balls that I did that I put the color in. This was a pink gold. And I just actually, I think this was a pink gold. But when the white paint hits it, it makes a marbleized effect. Really pretty. So I just, I did some quilt designs. I did some quilt feathers and dots. And it is just so easy and so much fun. I don't know if anybody would be interested in any of these, but it's fun for me. And this year, I needed something fun. Here is a Christmas scene of a big Christmas tree in the forest and two bunnies that have come to love the Christmas tree. Oh, Diane's going to be my business person, but business manager, because But anyway, aren't these sweet? I love the two bunnies. And when Mark looked at it, he goes, "Oh, bunnies." I went, "Yay." So now that I'm getting more comfortable adding multiple colors. And then when I do get my Etsy shop, I'm going to make sure I put some Our Time to Quilt ornaments on there because they're just so sweet. They're so much fun. So anyway, now that my heat gun is going, I'll show you. You're sweet, Diana. You make me feel good. Okay. Let me move this off my Christmas tree that I'm going to show you in a moment. Okay. Remember I told you about my Ruth Bader Ginsburg ornaments. So I took a clear ball. Inside the clear ball, I put black paint, rolled it all around, and then I have a piece of styrofoam with skewers, and I set it upside down. Any excess drains out, and I let it dry. Then I found some lace that I like pretty good. So I wanted to show you how I do this. You get your hot glue gun, and you put a little glue to put your first piece of lace down. Okay? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little strip of glue. And don't use a lot of glue because it will melt the plastic of the ball if you're not careful. But I just put the lace on and pleat it so that it's not too tight as it goes around the ball. Okay? And I made extras of these because I definitely want to get these on an Etsy site because I just think they're sweet. And a good role model for women, that's for sure. So, but look how easy this is to make this. And anywhere where it sticks up, then I would just go back. Go back. I've got to have that glue stick, or else I need to get a better glue gun. That's what I need. When I get my Etsy shop, I think I need to upgrade my equipment here. I fell out again. Okay, stay in there. Let me try that one more time. Okay, so I'm just going to take and put a little glue right here and then just push that down. Now, if you're afraid to hurt your hands with that hot glue, then get a stiletto, a little paintbrush, and so then I'll come back here, put another little strip of glue, and carefully pleat it just a little bit at the top to give the fullness needed. And I can see right here it's sticking up. So I'm going to come under here. Here we go. And push that down. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Okay. So let me get this just a little. I'll show you how I finish the lace off. Because I do want to sell these, so I want to try to get them as pretty as I can for people. All right. So now what I'm going to do is see where the lace overlaps and cut it a wee bit longer because I want to finish it off pretty. So what I'm going to do is fold it under, then put glue up here all the way down, okay? Glue all the way down. And overlap this. Whoops, let me use my paintbrush. I don't want to burn myself. But see how I push this down? So you've got a nice overlapped thing. Then let me come back and put a little bit of hot glue here. using my paintbrush, push this down into place. Put a little bit of glue under here and push this down. Okay, so there we go. There is an instantly recognizable Ruth Bader Ginsburg ornament. So I thought y'all would get a kick out of that. All right, and it's good to use. Look how much hot glue got on that brush. So it's really good to use something that doesn't say ouch when you push it onto hot glue. All right, so now I have shown you gazillions and gazillions of ornaments. And let me get these out of the way. And then we will talk about the Christmas tree. All right. Now, but if you see, if there's, I am not here to sell you anything. I just love doing these. And these have been the hit for me this past fall. But if there's something you really love, jot me a little email and I'll see what I can do to. That is a lot of fun. So, all right. To reach me, it's ourtimetoquilt@twc.com. Here is my wonderful Christmas tree that was a Donna Jordan free pattern from jordanfabrics.com. And I wrote and told her that we were doing this pattern on the show and thanked her for her generous nature, because how nice to design something and then give it free. And I was trying before the show to put my outer border on, but I was having a pain. I always think I have enough fabric, and so I overcut. And if I had just measured it and added it up, I would have known. But luckily, I've got plenty of Christmas fabrics. Now, I did something a little different with this, which I like. Instead of making it all, the colors all bounce around, which are great because it can kind of, by mixing the colors all up, you can have these little points of light. What I did, because I tend to be a little retentive, I said I want the light coming from one direction, like real life. But anyway, so you can see that my sunlight comes in this way, and here is the dark side of the tree. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to decorate this puppy. I've got my batting down here, and I'm going to do this on my domestic machine. I'm going to quilt it. First, I'll quilt it. And then I'm going to take my hot glue or regular glue, and I'm going to put little scraps of puffy stuffing on it to look like snow. And then I have some cute little miniature ornaments that I'm going to hang on this. So I'm going to decorate this tree as if it were real. I may put a little blankie at the base. And, I just thought of, yes. Hold on, let me get I forgot and left my little ornaments upstairs. But I'm going to put a little, tree skirt at the bottom, and then I'm going to take these little pretend gifts and put them around the base. I'm going to decorate this as if it were a real tree. And I might even go try to find some other miniature ornaments put on there. And maybe I'll bead it to look like a beaded garland. Who knows? But I'm going to have so much fun decorating this. And then, remember those lights that I told you this Christmas tree came with that drove me crazy? I'm going to feed these lights in from the back of the quilt. And I'm going to put the lights on the tree. And what I do is once this is all quilted, I'm going to take a sharp little pair of snips and I'm going to close them up to where they just have a tiny little point. Or you can also use a metal stiletto or part of a seam ripper. And I'm just going to carefully poke a hole through the layers, just big enough for the little LED bulb to come through. And then, oh gosh, wouldn't that be cute? I can use my polymer clay and make popcorn and cranberries. Little tiny popcorn and cranberries. Oh my gosh. I wish we could get together. Wouldn't we have fun? We could all make a little Christmas tree and then decorate them. I got so excited. I wrapped it around my eyeglasses and have no idea how I did that. But anyway, but you see what I'm saying? You're just going to try not to rip the fabric when you poke it through, but poke it just enough that that comes through. And then stitch the battery pack on the back of the quilt so it doesn't hang down. And then you can turn it off when you're not using it and turn it on when you want to see it. But look at all these lights that are going to come out from the... Remember my City Lights quilt that I had the bulbs coming out? This is going to be precious. And I can just decorate it as much as I want. So I need to finish the border, then get it quilted, and then start decorating it, and then bind it, or bind it and then decorate it. And it's going to be so much fun. So this is my next project with all my cute little miniature things I've been saving. You can use buttons. You can, shank buttons that have a smooth top look like ornaments. So there's so many things. Some of you might have little miniature pine trees out in your yard. You could get tiny little pine cones. But this, I'm going to do the garland. Now that she's gotten me thinking about popcorn and cranberry garland out of polymer clay, that is just too fun. Or you can take beads and make beaded garland. And you just bead it up and just tack it in place. Make a long bead and just tack it in place. You could use pearls, anything. So, and then I'll probably do some hand embroidery to do a star on the top. I'll see what I can find. But this is going to be another little Christmas tree. So, and it'd be cute is to do little hand embroidered birds flying around it, because I'll make this like maybe it's outside in nature. And then I could do little birds and flying around and just have fun. So the sky's the limit. At any of you, it doesn't take much fabric at all to make this. The squares that you cut are 2 inches. So this square right here is a 2-inch square. You cut the half square triangles. You cut a piece of background and a piece of the fabric, 2.5 inches or 2 3/8. You sew on either side of the middle line and cut it, and then you end up with 2 of the half square triangles. So I think I cut mine out 2 3/4 or 3 and then cut them down. So that way I knew I had plenty and I could cut them down to have them look really pretty. So this pattern is free on jordanfabrics.com. And I highly recommend this cute little tree. It's not too big and it's pretty simple to do. I use 2 different fabrics for the background, just to kind of give it a more interesting look. And one of the fabrics looks like snowflakes. So that's a lot of fun. So anyway, that is simple and easy. And then have fun decorating it any way you want. I might have to hand embroider a few little cardinals on it. So you could even paint them on there. Because you know what? One thing we find here at Our Time to Quilt, we can do whatever we want. I'm unplugging my glue gun so I don't melt the house down. But a hot glue gun and dab can be dangerous. So I try to be a lot more careful. Okay, so now let's go look at your photos, and then I'll see if you have any questions. I need to ask you a question real quick. Next week, I kind of thought I'd like to I'm going to show you what the Christmas tree looks like when it's done. If there's anything else that I haven't quite finished, I'll show you. But I wanted to ask you, is there a technique you'd like me to demonstrate? Because I told Mark, I think I kind of want to sit and sew with you guys. And so I can demonstrate any kind of thing that you want to learn. I kind of want this to be your choice. What would you like me to do next week? So you can send me an email at ourtimetoquilt@twc.com. Or if you belong to our groups IO, mention on there what you'd like me to do. But is there any kind of technique, curve piecing, paper piecing, hand quilting? What would you like me to demonstrate? And I might just kind of do more chatting with y'all. And after I show you a few things, and maybe just sit and sew, hand sew and chat. So please let me know and I will do it. So, okay, let's go to your pictures now. But please keep in mind, next week will be viewer's choice. What do you want me to work on? Is there a quilt I've done that you'd like to see again? You tell me. I can do it from my frame room if you want me to see me working on a long arm. I can do this from my sunroom so we can look at my tree. Okay, give me a second to get to your photos. And I just want to have fun and relax and enjoy time with you guys. All right, let's see what we've got. I'm missing our Alexis. We've got to see if our Alexis is okay. I'll have to get on site. And okay, Miss Bonnie is going to keep us busy seeing great things. Are we ready? Okay. She has been busy with UFOs. She just got this back from the long armor. I'm so impressed. Did you know that I'm allergic to hexies? Yes, just the thought of doing a hexagon quilt makes me break out in hives. So when I see a beautifully done hexagon quilt, I get excited. So that's still on my list of, heck no, I'm not going to make one. Look at these cute reindeer that she did. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Let me see if I can bring this up. Isn't that cute? She has them all named too. I wish I could remember their names, but they're precious. What a beautiful job. I think I might have missed one. Let me go back. Yes, I did. A cute little red one, a reddish brown one, but that is so cute. Okay. Now, I got to get him down and go see the next one. I love this one. All polka dotty and beautiful colors. I love batiks. You can do so much with them. But aren't these the cutest things? So I love Miss Bonnie's sense of humor. Here is another UFO she just got back from long armor. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Way to go, Miss Bonnie. Beautiful. The colors she uses in this are gorgeous. And then she needed another gift. Look at this cute pillow. Isn't it precious? Christmas penguins. Love them. Love, love, love it. Way to go, Miss Bonnie. All right, now I'll close this out. Oh, there were more. I'm sorry. Miss Bonnie's working on a log cabin and she was looking for suggestions on how to finish it. And I love, I think they're called furrows, but there are all kinds of ways to finish a log cabin. That looks like it has Christmas fabric. It's done with Christmas fabric. It's beautiful. So, if you have any creative ideas of how to finish this, do you know she could even make a wreath using the log cabin blocks? So that's something to consider too. Is, you would have to schedule them around so it made a wreath. But there's all kinds of things you can do with a good old log cabin. Gosh, I love them. Oh, here's another reindeer. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to miss this one. Isn't that cute? Love the fabric too. Okay. And let's see, is there anything else? I think that one was the last one. So way to go, Miss Bonnie. Love, love, love them. All right, Cheryl Lemon. Well, you know that Miss Cheryl did a beautiful job. Look at this. Is she just talented? I'm trying to think of the name that it reminds me of. Christmas cards. There is a name for this kind of art. And courier knives. It reminds me of a courier knives. Isn't that beautiful? Way to go, Miss Cheryl. So I've shown you that for a couple weeks. Whoa, okay. And then I showed you her snowman. Well, then her daughter said, well, I want a snow woman. So, of course, Miss Cheryl made her one. Is this the cutest thing? Oh my gosh, I love that. Miss Cheryl's so talented, isn't she? And look at the flair she gave the hat. So that's a lot of personality there for that snow woman. Oh, and then she also made, those plastic grocery bags we all come home with? She made these two holders. Oh, I got directions from her. I've got to put it on our website. But great idea. She just whipped these right up. Isn't she something? So way to go, Miss Cheryl. All right, now let's see who else we have. Deborah Donnell. I have to remove photos after I've shown them to you. But I couldn't remove this. This is just so beautiful. Look at that. I just can't imagine standing there looking at such a view while quilting. That's a dream. That's a dream photo. Way to go, Miss Donnell. Miss Deborah, I had to leave that one. All right. And Miss Jody, same thing. I was trying to clean out pictures because my computer can't store but so many things. And I said, I just can't delete this yet. It's so beautiful. And just remember, those are all little tiny cuts of fabric to simulate his Van Gogh's brush strokes. That is just amazing. So, sorry, Miss Jody, I can't do away with it yet. Can't bring myself to delete that. Okay, then be thinking about Miss Linda McCollum this week with her shingles. Here are her Christmas ornaments that she makes, and she's going to teach us how to do these. It's called slow sewing. And so be looking. As soon as she feels better, we're going to get on a Jitsi conference with her. And whoa, sorry, didn't mean that to happen. Okay, let me go back here. I need to find a better way to show y'all photos, but until I have time and Mark and I can figure out how in the world I would do this. But look at this quilt that Nadine just whipped up for her parent. Just whipped it right up. She saw the picture of a quilt like this and fell in love with it, but didn't know where to find a pattern. So guess what? She made her own. She just remembered what it looked like and said, I can make my own version. I want you to see her quilting because how amazing does it make the quilt look? Isn't that beautiful? She is so talented. And she's only been quilting for a couple of years. I mean, this woman is so talented. Thank you, Nadine, for sharing that with us. I love the colors she chose. I love the design. I think it is a very smart looking quilt. And you know what? There's something about a quilt made with solids. So just think of what you could do. So beautiful job. Beautiful job, Miss Nadine. All right, now let's go back and oh, I did it again. I almost forgot Diana's. I told her I would have to show her stuff twice today because I totally forgot last week. Diana is so prolific that I divided her main folder into 3 folders, but the problem is no photo shows, so I forget. I can't forget her work. I mean, it is too amazing to forget. Look at this. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, don't do this again. Okay. Every time I somehow hit that. Okay. So now I'm going to bring this back down. Whoops. Okay, let me go to, I've got some wonderful pictures to show you from Miss Diana. She has such an amazing energy, and it is so creative. So creative. I think if we could harness her energy, we could light New York up. Now, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. She wonderfully shows us the back of quilts, so that, because that's where you can see the quilting, but unfortunately, I don't think I can get the definition needed. Sorry about that. I can't go to the next picture unless I minimize it. So hold on. Come on. All right, now I can go to the next one. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Look at that quilting, guys. She's so talented. So talented. Okay. Now we go to the next one. Isn't this beautiful? Look how delicate, ethereal it looks. Isn't that just beautiful? And it takes a lot of restraint to use delicate colors like that because if you're like me, it's like, I want all the work I put into it to really show. Well, then you miss a look that's timeless. You can tell that she loves Miss Edita Sitar, and it shows in her choices. So beautiful. Look at that quilting, ladies. Can you imagine being at a quilt frame and being able to do that work? You know what that comes from? Practice, practice, practice. Look at that snowflake. Those delicate colors. That is just beautiful, Miss Diana. You have an eye. That's gorgeous. And this was her table runner. Just beautiful. Look at that. More gorgeous quilting. I love how her curves are so fluid and fun. Just amazing. There it is, all done. So beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Those stars had so many pieces in them. It's amazing. Isn't that beautiful? Then her last thing she did for a customer made her Christmas tote. She does immaculate work. Oh, she quilted some placemats a woman had made. And then look at the close-up of the editor sitar. Beautiful. Oh, snowman. I think that's it. We got Miss Diana's. Miss Diana, I will try very hard not to overlook your folder again because that is just pure eye candy. Okay, Patricia, I love this kind of Nana. Is she the best Nana or what? She got a call close to Christmas, 2 weeks before. We need new stockings. So guess what? She made them all embroidered stockings. Isn't that amazing? Their names embroidered on them. Cute as can be. Way to go, Miss Pat. So we've got some really fine people. Okay, let me see. Susan. Oh my gosh, Miss Susan has been something else. Look at these quilts she's worked on. This is for a granddaughter in beautiful ballet slipper pink. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, then I think she has one. Oh, this is her. It's like a red work. I think it's Christmas in Jacksonville, it's called. Beautiful work. Thank you for sharing all of that. Boy, I have a hard time sitting still to do that. Now look at these. Isn't this amazing? These are the blocks she has fused down, waiting to be put in their final placement in a quilt. Beautiful. I love the Hawaiian one. So pretty. And look, got a quilt for a grandson. Isn't that cute? She's like all of us grandparents. We're missing seeing these grandchildren. Look at this. I love that. Hopefully Miss Susan will get my package Monday. If they can get it there that fast, I would just be amazed. There's her Hawaiian block already finished. There's 3 of them. But she has just become so prolific. Now, we can't leave without showing you what Miss Nikki's done. This is her diamond painting for her father Rick for Christmas. Isn't that beautiful? And for you that might not know what diamond painting is, it's placing tiny little bits of color. Tiny work. It's just beautiful. Way to go, Miss Nikki. I'm impressed. All right, I think we've got them all. If I forgot anyone, I apologize. Because that happens sometimes. I get going and all right, my camera will take just a moment to get the lighting right. And when the lighting goes down, I guess a lens closes. All right, let me get this back where it's supposed to be. I feel like I still haven't quite gotten the hang of everything yet. So, any questions? Oh, Cheryl Hogan, it is so good to see you. You're very welcome, Miss Nikki. I'm so proud of you for getting that done. That's a lot of concentration. So, you are a very talented gal. All right. Diana Wright, does the needle turn? I love your photos. And any of you, you don't have to belong to our group to send me photos at ourtimetoquilt@twc.com. We love looking at your work, any pictures from your life, your cute grandkids, whatever it is. And you want to work on hand stitching. I think that's wonderful. If you want, I can give you a few tips from the hand stitching workshop that I took with the one and only Miss Jenny Beyer. So I can give you a few hints. Hand quilting, I can show you that too. So, because I love it. It's very peaceful. If I didn't keep myself so over busy, I would love to sit and hand quilt all day. All right. Any questions you have before we go today? And anything fun? Okay, let's have a quiz. Are you doing ham or turkey for Christmas? We did a big turkey for Thanksgiving, so we're going to do ham for Christmas. Okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Nadine. Oh, aren't they wonderful? I love seeing your work. Oh, I forgot to show you some new things of my grandson. So next week when we're having our fun Christmas party, I'm going to show you a bunch of things for my baby. Oh, lasagna, roast beef, prime rib. I'm going to Vicky's house. That's ham from Linda. Oh, I'm having ham potato salad. So yeah, Linda and I are going to go to Vicky. So Vicky, just be ready for us. Y'all are so cute. Duck. Yum, yum. I love that. Aw. So anyway, there was a word that I was trying to remember for Miss Nadine. And oh gosh, I'm going to remember it for next week. So I need to write that down, that there's a German word that my new favorite word, and it's German, and it means watching somebody just make one mess after another. It's something like Schädenhut. I forgot. Oh, Rick's been baking. Oh, what a dear heart. What a dear. Oh, on the barbecue, all the better. Pizza. I love that, Marcia. Enjoy your pizza. I have a little package coming, a little teeny thing coming out to Marcia and to Miss Bonnie. You probably won't get it till after Christmas, but it will be coming. Whatever your son makes. Way to go, Pat. I love that. I love it. Oh, you sweetheart. Oh, Pat, I love her stockings. I do too. Yeah, I think I'm going to make puppy tails, which are pecan sandy type cookie, and peanut butter kissy cookies. I'm kind of said, what do we want for our very favorite? Now Mark even sent it to me. I think it's SCHED. Schadenfreude, something like that. And it was like, I love that word. And Nadine will know why, because it was said in a political setting. And it was like, love that word. So, yes, Susan, we will definitely see. We'll figure out what time, and let's get in touch this week with it. So, anyway, first time. You know what? I'm impressed with your embroidery. It looked really good. I'm impressed. I have no clue how to embroider. So, but anyway. Okay, so next week, bring your chocolate or whatever your fun party thing is. Oh, good job. Okay, good for you. You're going to be working hard getting all that done. You've only had your machine a year, Pat? Whoa. So next week, we're going to do lots of chatting, a few little demos, and just enjoy each other's company. Please don't worry if you can't make it. We understand. Family comes first. But for all those people like me who are just, we're going to have a Zoom. My family, all my kids that are scattered out, we're going to have a Zoom on Saturday and try to play a game on Zoom. We'll see how that works. Yes, you are addicted to it now, Miss Susan, and what a wonderful job you're doing. Well, Merry Christmas. I will see you all next Sunday. Try to bring it, whether you you gave the Christmas present to yourself or someone else gave it to you, try to bring one of your favorite things that you got for Christmas to share, tell us all about, and we'll be here next week. And what we'll do is we'll have next week's show like we do normally, but let's try to do a Jitsi, okay? I think it would be fun to just sit and chat and enjoy each other. Ooh, orange cranberry bread. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice. Sounds wonderful. Orange raisin cake. You know what I missed this year? I told Mark, I wish I had made a fruit cake. I know that sounds weird. Fruit cakes are kind of synonymous with doorstops, but oh my gosh, my mother made this fruit cake that was just unbelievable. But it takes a good long while to bake it, and then you keep putting brandy, and I love using like a pear brandy, and you just kind of tap it around the outside. I remember as a kid, every day after Christmas for months, I would come home and get one slice of fruitcake. What a dream. So I think next year there's a fruitcake in my future. Oh, wow. Oh, what fun. You have a good Christmas, and whether you celebrate it for Santa and the Grinch like me, or whether you celebrate it for spiritual and religious reasons, whatever brings you joy this Christmas, please take time for a wonderful time for yourself. And we will see you Sunday and have fun. And just, even if it's no bake cookies, do a little whatever makes you feel. Could be a cup of Mull's apple cider, and whatever makes you happy. Please take that moment. Mark's work sent him a real peppermint candy spoon and hot cocoa. Oh my gosh. So that was really sweet. But anyway, take good care. Let me talk to you about, for right now, let's say we're coming back here, but let me talk to you and see what days are you off, Susan? Let's talk, and then we'll announce the Jitsi. Okay, so we'll come back here Sunday, but maybe we can, after we have a little bit on here, maybe we can back it up with the Jitsi. Let's see what happens. Aw, that is wonderful, Susan. That's going to be so much fun. You're off all next week? Ooh, baby, baby, baby. Okay, so we'll stay in touch, Susan, and let all of you guys know. Okay? Aw, that's wonderful, Susan. You need that. That's wonderful. Deborah Donnell is here. It is so good to see all of you. You make my Sundays special. You give me lots of reasons to get up each day and create. And everything I see, I think, oh, I want to share this with the ladies. Thank you. Drawing close this year. It's been a horrible year, but you have been the highlight of this year. Thank you. You have helped me heal from my surgery. You've helped all of us. We've all pulled together and got us through what has been a terrible, awful year. And 2021, I've got high hopes for that. So hang in here with us. Thank you for all you've given to me this year. Next weekend, we'll party. Susan and I will get out the word. In fact, I'll put it down below here. So if you're not in our group, you'll still know what we're going to do. Because it would be fun to have a Jitsi where you get to talk. But we'll be here at 3 first to do this for people who don't know how to get to a Jitsi. So I love you all. Thank you for everything. You shared the best of you this year with me. Have a wonderful Christmas. And look out the window one night at Christmas lights and remember what it was like to be a child again, because there's nothing better. Mwah. Take good care. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye, everybody. You're the best. You are the best. Bye-bye.